Assalamu alaikum, viewers. We welcome you to another episode of your Inside Sport program live on Vision TV. I'm your host LAMIN MANNEH, and today I'm here with a colleague and a brother, Mas Sanyang, and we will discuss about a lot of things as far as Gambian football is concerned. And therefore, we will like to go back to some of the activities that we passed through as far as sport is concerned in 2023. And some of those things that we will be discussing today will be Tom Sanford provisional squad of 43 players. We will also look at Omar Collins' form with club. That is a basic task. We will also look at the GFF report on FIFA forward fund that was shared on FIFA website. We will also look at Tom Sanford selection, what is delaying it, and also we will look at GFF first division, that is the home base players, why are they not given the opportunity when it comes to national team selection. We will also look at the Gambia Football Federation First Division League, that is the table standing and other things as far as the league is concerned. And also we will look at Bakari Papa Gazama, who retired as a referee. We will also look at a lot of things as far as Gambia football is concerned. So Mas, you're welcome to Inside Sports Gambia show.
Yes, thank you very much, LAMIN MANNEH. My name is Mas Sanyang, a sport journalist and an activist, a teacher for that matter. Thank you very much for giving me the platform, and then I thank Division TV. From the manager down to the last person, for giving me the privilege, and then joined by you at least to discuss some of the pedagogies that are affecting our sport fraternity. So I guess I'm welcome.
You're surely welcome, Sanyang, and happy to see you here for honoring also the invitation. Maybe also before the end of the program we might have Kanye will join us, but anyway we will start the program. Viewers, we'll start with the Tom Sanford provisional squad that was released. That is the Gambian Gava. Tom Sanford released his provisional squad of 43 players, which he has to reduce to 27. Who do you think will miss out in this final squad? As we have seen, Tom Sanford has already released the 43 players, that is the provisional squad, but we are yet to see Tom releasing the 27-man squad. What do you think will this 43-man squad yield as far as the selection is concerned? Because we have seen Tom is yet to finalize on his selection. Others are saying this 43-man provisional squad was not necessary because it is almost the AFCON, and Gambia is also warming up for a friendly game against Morocco, which is on the 7th, and still we are yet to know our 27-man squad. What do you have to say as far as this is concerned?
Yes, honestly, LAMIN, that's a very good question, and then I think all the sport fraternity are worried. And then even the GFF, I think this is something that have to be irritating their minds, because all the nations that are participating for this AFCON, they have released their squad, except the Gambia. And then I think all those countries that are playing, Gambia is one of the smallest countries. So if all bigger nations try to at least do their assignment, do what is expected, why not the Gambia? But I think Tom know the best. Yes, I think Tom know the best because currently, if we look into the national squad of the Gambia, you have full of talented players. It can be compared Gambia before, and Gambia now is quite different. So maybe that's the reason why he's making some delay. But I think it's high time for Tom to wake up. And GFF also, their sport director also should try by all means to help Tom, by trying by all means at least to let them do justice to the public, because coming with these 43 players, and then you have to go with 27 players. So every player is worried whether I'm going to make it or not. Understand? So others are here resources wise, and then the time frame, and then so on and so forth. So I think it's high time for Tom to at least come up with a squad which everyone will agree, and then I believe whosoever is selected, he deserves to play in the squad. So I think Tom should come out This is because today is tomorrow is going to be on the 1st, and then on the 15th Gambia is playing, and then I think it's high time for us to put our house in order before meeting our neighbors, that's Senegal.
Looking at the number of players that were named in the 43 provisional squad, 43 is a huge number. You look at it, Tom have to trail it down to 27. And that many people are saying, do you think Tom will be able to do the right selection? Because selecting 27 out of the 43 might be very difficult. Others thought it would have been wise if Tom, selected his 27-man squad earlier than now. Because you look at our opponents in Group C, that is Cameroon, you have Guinea, you have Senegal. They all released their squads. It's only Gambia that is yet to release her squad. So this is something that many people are saying. There are a lot of skeptical issues when it comes to this particular thing. Many people are even contemplating, saying, do you think Tom is ready for this AFCON? Because other teams are ready. You look at Guinea just yesterday, the president has already given the flag to the players. So Gambia, we are yet to have our squad, while others are already receiving their flags from their national presidents.
Yes, that also is looking at that. I think Tom, as people are saying, Tom, in fact, he's seen himself as an underdog, because looking at the group we are playing, you have Gambia, you have Senegal, and you have Guinea. All these are big nations, and when it comes to football, I would say they are ahead of us. But football have no boundary. They play 11 players and they one ball. So I think Tom also should try by all means at least to speed up with his reaction. But if not, it's going to be late, and then Englishman say, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So obviously, Tom have to come up and then try by all means to list his 27-man squad, because everyone is giving his prediction. Everyone, other media fraternity and other people or stakeholders, they all started listing. So I think this is not only going to be a one-man show. The GFF, they are there to help him, and then other sport journalists also. I'm sure if they are engaged, okay, they will also help him to at least bring a list which you know that, and then everyone accept it, and then a list which we know that whosoever he invited, we will all know that all of them deserved. But whosoever is not part of the list, I think you take it in good faith, because the rule says it's only 27 players. The 43 players cannot go. So it's only the 27 players who are given the mandate, who are given the green light to go and then participate. So coach, he knows the best, and then he knows the players he wants, because he's the one who is the head of the team, and then if success comes, he'll be the first person to celebrate that success. If failure comes, the Gambians also are going to blame him. So I think he knows best, but let him take in time, let him not be pressurized, let him be in a comfort zone, and then he select the right people for the right job.
Yeah, you look at the our national team before this African Cup of Nations proper. We played 2 World Cup qualifiers. That was against Ivory Coast and Burundi, and we lost both games. We lost 2-0 to Ivory Coast and 3-2 to Burundi. Do you think, what do you think went wrong in these 2 games?
Tactically, it went wrong.
Okay.
The tactical style Tom always come with is an ancient playing style. I think we are now in modern, bring modern football. Ancient playing style, and that's the time we say, okay, I'll come with this tactic whereby we're going to defend. Yeah, we're going to defend our opponent. But to me, I think it's of no use. You are defending and still you are conceding. So is there any what is the essence of defending?
And I think when it comes to modern football, the best way of defending is to attack and score. Yeah,
that's it. So you see, looking at Burundi, if the rating between the Gambia and Burundi, we are ahead of them.
Don't you think it was because Gambia underrated Burundi?
We underrated them. We underrated them, because even me, I was not expecting that we'll receive a defeat at Burundi. But obviously, as I told you, football have no boundary. Yes, Burundi is a team That even don't qualify for AFCON.
For AFCON.
For Gambian qualified for back to AFCON. So I think we are ahead of them in terms of FIFA ranking. So I don't know why Tom should allow such. But I think that very day, had it mean that tactically we are wise, we would have defeated Burundi, because the time our boys started realizing their potential, that yes, we can do it, and then let's all come out, then that's the time we started scoring goals. So obviously, I think Tom, he need to change with his tactical way of playing.
Tom need to change his tactical way of playing. From there, Omar Colley, a Gambian defender who is playing with Besiktas. According to statistics, Omar Colley is in fine form for Besiktas, as he tops the goal scoring chart with 5 goals. He also holds the record for the Super League defender with the most goals, and was able to register 12 clean sheets in that process. Omar Colley, you look at his form with his club. Do you think if he is able to replicate the same form in the African Cup of Nations, it will help the Gambia? Obviously,
it's going to help the Gambia, because he's always been in the headlines at Batista. So why not the Gambia? Gambia is a home. Batista is just a club. So the Gambia is bigger than Batista. That's my own way.
Yeah, others might also say why Omar is signing in his club. Maybe it's because of the quality of players that Omar is having. Do you think, when it comes to the Gambia, Omar is having those quality players around him?
Obviously, you can't compare a club team and then a national team, because a club team, we have been together for a while, for so many years. Okay, whilst a national team, you are only there maybe 2 or 3 weeks, even less than a month. So we can't compare them. Understand? So, but what Omar should understand is that the potential he is given at Batista, let him also deduct 100% in the Gambia, because this is nation first, always first. This is the slogan every player should have: nation first, always first. But you know, the African players, most of them always have a problem, because they don't always think of the nation first. Okay, they always think of the club first. So I think with his form, with his energy and the stamina he's having, I'm sure he's going to make headline this year in the country.
From there, we also look at Papa Gassama. In 2023 is the same year that this happened. That is, Papa Gassama retired from refereeing. That is, no Papa Gassama, no Gambian referee in AFCON. Papa Gassama, who won African Best Referee Award in numerous occasions, hung his whistle. But after his retirement, there was no Gambian in the list of referees to officiate in AFCON. Was this a surprise? Many people are saying they are worried. After Papa announced his retirement, list was released as to names of referees that will be officiating in the African Cup of Nations, but unfortunately in that list there was no Gambian.
Obviously, it's a disappointment to the Gambia, and then I think Papa, we have to congratulate him and then compliment his efforts, because he has been raising the flag of the Gambia in world of sports. So obviously, the time I heard of the news, I was not happy, because to me, if at all, I'll advise him at least to play for this AFCON. When AFCON is over, then he can hang his whistle. But obviously, the whole Africa will celebrate him. The whole world will celebrate him, because we know the Papa Gassama in the field. He's always a neutral person. He's always a neutral person, because I have never encountered any game which Papa Gassama make blunders, or the world will stood and then talk up against him. So obviously he have been winning.
He's different from Premier League referees.
Yeah. He have been winning so many awards in Africa in international football. So I think it's a sad news to his fans that at least they will never see him in the pitch. But obviously, to me, here at Vision TV, I'm congratulating him and say thank you very much, Papa Gassama, for the good work you did for the Gambian people, not only the Gambia, but Africa, international, the world at large.
Yeah, we have other young referees in this country. Do you think there are referees that will be able to follow the footsteps of Papa Gassama?
So there are so many people who see Papa Gassama as their mentor. There are so many Gambian referees,
but I don't think
they are trying to copy.
Yeah,
Papa.
I don't think here it's only about seeing Papa as a mentor. Papa was so dedicated to his work, was hardworking, was committed. And these people, these referees, young referees also, I know there are some that identify Papa as their role model, but they need to also redouble up. They need to tighten their belt if they want to reach the level that Papa reached. What is your say?
Yeah, obviously that's it. That's it. Papa, he was very honest, and then he's so dedicated to his work, and then he loves what he is doing. Okay, so as a professional player or referee, love what you are doing. If you love what you are doing, and then you deserve the best, God will give you the best. So I'm sure if they are ready to do, you'll see them where Papa Gassama even don't reach.
Okay. That's great. The most talking point, Gambia Football Federation. That is the Gambia Football Federation. They have a question that they are yet to answer regarding the information or report, I may say, that people saw in the FIFA website, which was all about the FIFA forward fund. And according to Gambia Football Federation, and it says the Gambia Football Federation ends the year with unanswered question. Gambia Football Federation, in a report shared in the FIFA website, indicated that they have used the $11.4 million FIFA forward fund to construct 14 pitches of artificial and neutral grass, and use the same fund to renovate a playing surface from the fund received in 2016 to 2022. In the same fund, they also said they have renovated the National Technical Training Center into a hotel status. What do you have to say? What comes to your mind since you heard about this report saying Gambia Football Federation, the fund that they normally get from FIFA, which is the how to call again, the FIFA forward fund. They said in this fund they were able to construct that is 14 pitches, and these pitches were artificial and natural grasses, and also they were able to renovate the National Technical Training Center. Many Gambians were surprised to see this information circulating in social media, because what they're saying is all what is said in this report is not true, because they are not seeing it with their naked eye. If you could remember, there was a time in Bakau, before the first division game was able to kick off, the stadium was even locked. That is, Bakau football mini stadium was locked. They couldn't access it, because what they were saying is, since the season was finished, that is last year, the federation didn't do anything as far as that field was concerned. So that's why it caused delay for the game to kick off in Bakau. So if those people are saying they were able to construct all these 14 pitches from this money, the question is, the $1 million question is, where did they made those constructions? Is it from, you know, in the sky or in heaven, but not in the Gambia here?
Yes, I think I'm surprised like other Gambians also, because I also do follow football, and then I have been going to so many places. But to me, GFF, this report is a camouflage one, and then I don't see no ground. So to me, the only artificial and then the grass pitch which they constructed, I will only say artificial Brikama. You also have where Banjul, and then when it comes to natural, you have Serakunda, and then I will say these are the only field. So if we move into Yundum, still the work is on progress, and but still there is no meaningful development going on like where others. So I think the question is they should try to call a press conference where Gambians and journalists will sit, and then try by all means to trace out, and then to tell the people where and how did they spend. But obviously this rumor is circulating, and then I believe last time I saw one of the report that they are trying to call a press conference. So I believe if they call a press conference, then that's the time they'll tell us where and whether they build them in Casamance or
they're saying is the Gambians that misunderstood their report. So that is why they are calling for press conference, so that they will set more light on it. But what we can say is, what is found in the report is not something that is really on the ground.
No reality.
Yeah, there is no reality in it as far as what we saw in the report based on the information we collected from the FIFA website, which is saying 14 pitches. Where are the 14 pitches constructed in this country? People are every time complaining about it. You look at sports, it's very expensive, more especially when it comes to the infrastructural aspect. Sport, you need facilities, and I can say it is not that much decentralized. Not long ago, I was in the provinces. You go to Farafenni, where they call Farafenni mini stadium. That one is not a mini stadium, my brother. You look at Farafenni itself. You only have the sand. You only have the uncovered pavilion. That is what they call mini stadium.
Including Basse.
The same thing. I think here in the provinces, the only area that is lucky is Jahara Soma. They are the only one that are a little bit lucky because at least their park is something that is fit for football. So GFF, don't you think also politics is having hand in our sports?
Yeah, it's overtaken. It's overtaking our sports because the reason why I say so is that even this last mayoral election that took place, you see the manager of the national stadium was also part of the candidates that are also contesting for mayoral at Banjul City Council. So that's shows that yes, that's evil fight. That shows that politics is overtaking our sports. So I think GFF they are independent body and then they are recognized as independent body. So let them try by all means to do or to operate smoothly without the interference of any political party. Let them put the political aside. But if they allow the political to overtake them, so meaning will not see any meaningful development in our sport. Though it's also important for them to be connected with the government and then also support some of the government agenda. And they also work directly in the Ministry of Youth and Sports. But let them not surrender themselves to them because it's not going to help. That's the reason why they say they are independent body. That's why FIFA also recognize them as independent body. That's why anything FIFA have to pump in. Whatever they wrote, FIFA have to come to their aid because they are recognized as independent body. So government interference should be parked aside. Let them also not participate fully. Let them not use the name of sports to politicalize things. Okay, that's my
yeah. The other thing that is why I'm saying things are politicized because you look at we have what we call Team Kamaso, that is Restore, and we have Team Kaba. You look at these two teams, they politicize our sports because nowadays, if you see anything going wrong in the Gambia Football Federation and you say it, they will term you as someone supporting Team Kamaso, and this is something that is really affecting our football as far as it is concerned. If
we don't stop, it will continue affecting our football because after the election, I think now what is more important thing is that to reunite and then work for the development of sport. Though Kamaso, I'll thank him because he's doing a lot in Gambian sport, whereby he's scouting young players at least to other part of the world. And then Team Kamabajo also, they are also doing very well, Kaba and the team, because trying by all means to operate and then run the smooth operation of the sport fraternity. So I think this is what we need to complement. Kamaso team and then Kaba team need to reunion and then let them make to resound things. Because if we say that still they will be politicalizing each other, there are no meaningful development that will be going on. So football is more than politics. So football is there to unite the world, or football is there to unite the people. So politics is not fit in football. So this is my take on that.
Yeah. That's the reality. Football should not be politicized because it is something different. Though we went for election, that is Kaba and Kamaso went for election, but after the election, we should park politics and focus on development. You look at the Gambia, when it comes to sport, we have a lot of loopholes that we need to fix. And the Gambia Football Federation, they need to listen to people. Because I saw last time one of them was trying to criticize those fans who normally say, Tom, the system that he plays is always boring, he is always defensive. And according to the individual, the persons who are saying, our last games, that is the World Cup qualifiers, Tom was playing attacking football, and that is why we were defeated. So Gambians are still having the gut to say, why should Tom play this system, knowing fully that Gambians were, it was the same Gambians who were saying Tom should play attacking football. He attacked, he lost, and still they have the gut to criticize him. They said we have to stop criticizing people for the sake of criticism. But what we need to know is, Tom is a coach for the Gambia, and we are paying Tom. What are we paying Tom for? The money we are paying Tom is a taxpayers' money. So it is our own money. So that is why we need to hold him accountable for anything. This is a national issue. We are all part of the nation. It's a national cake, so we all should have our share. And the share should be equal among ourselves. Instead of, you know, having the largest share, we are all Gambians.
Let's take an example from Senegal. Currently, they are criticizing Aliou Cissé, and then Aliou Cissé have been not been paid for over 3 months now.
It's 6 months.
In 6 months in Senegal.
6 months.
So, and then he's from Senegal. Likewise, Senegal, and then we know if Senegal are doing that, why not the Gambia? So Gambia, the reason we are doing that, people are fed up because today we also have the quality players. Our players are playing in different areas, and then they are making headlines. Let's take an example: the team captain Omar Colley, Yankuba Minte, and then you also have Musa Barrow. They are all making headlines day in and day out. Badamusi and so on and so forth. So we have quality players. So let him come with a system that suits them. Because Musa Barrow is not good in defending; he's only good in attacking.
No, it's not only Musa Barrow, but the lion's share of our players are not good in defending.
Honestly, honestly. So I think they can hold the ball, they can play, and then they have these modern football in them.
And anytime we defend, teams will score us. But you look at it, anytime they score us, if we attack, we create chances and end up scoring. So that shows you we are attacking nation.
Against Africa also is like this. Had it been that we start attacking earlier, at least the Gambia would have scored a goal. Look at the time he made that substitution, Hamza Barry. So the time he came, he controlled the midfield. Whereas the boys are pushing them. They are pushing them. Though due to the time frame, we weren't able to score a goal. So I think Tom, he need to change with his football style because he's not moving the nation. He's not helping. He's not helping us. So I think the Gambia, we need to attack and at the same time we defend. That's the best way of playing modern football.
And to Funi, the journal. We're warming up for the zonal final. That is Foni. They're going to play the zonal final for the first time, and this time they'll be playing against Gunjur, very experienced side when it comes to zonal football, because they have been playing zonal football. This is the 3rd edition. They have been taking part as in the zonal football. The 1st edition, they played the final, they won it. 2nd edition, they played the up to the semi-final, they were knocked out, and the 3rd edition, they are into the final again. And Fonye, this is the first time of them playing the final. West Coast to begin 2024 with a special zonal final, that is the West Coast zonal committee. This year the national zonal didn't hold, so West Coast decided to continue with their 3rd edition of the West Coast zonal. There are 11 zones in West Coast, and you look at West Coast, they are blessed because you look at West Coast, they have 11 zones, and these 11 zones, you compare Banjul, you compare Carnifin, West Coast is having more zone than all these 2 areas, so it's a blessing to West Coast. And you look at the first zonal, the 1st edition, out of these 11 zones, 10 of the zones participated. It was Fabi that was left out. And that year, Gunjur won the zonal against in a final against Sanyang. In the 2nd edition, out of the 11 zones, 9 participated. This time around, Foni excused themselves, and Combo East also missed out. So this final was played between Sanyang and Birkama, and Sanyang won the zonals. So it means all these zonals trophies are heading to the south. That is Combo South. But you look at the Super Cups, both of them are won by Birkama. So Birkama also, they are the side that always won the Super Cup. They are Super Cup team. So again, the 3rd edition, that is this year, which the final will be playing between Gunjur under Fonyi. I know it will be a very scintillating and a mouth-watering final. It's a final. You look at zonal. What is so special about zonal?
West Coast is the best coast. I will start with that because looking at West Coast, especially this third edition, obviously it gives a moral to the players within the West Coast region, and then the committee is doing very well. So if I don't start with thanking the committee, meaning I will not make justice to them. So from the president down to the last person of West Coast, honestly, they are all playing their role expected.
And the media team.
Yeah, and the media team, obviously. Yes, what is so special for this year West Coast is that no room for violence, and we have seen that, and that one also manifested because this is what we always preach on. Football is there to unite, and then secondly, it also gives moral to players because most of the players, this is the first year of playing this major league, and then from playing the West Coast zonals, some of them now they are playing in the first division football,
like
Samkung, Morata, and then you also have other players from different zones within West Coast who are representing, who are playing in division, first division and second division. So I think that's the number one.
And they said that was one of their motive.
That's their top priority. At least to create a platform for these youngsters to showcase their talent, and whenever they showcase their talent, at least they see themselves in the next level, different from the level they come from, and then they are achieving that mission, and then they are achieving that objective too. So coming to the final, it's going to be a mouth-watering encounter because Gunjuru have been playing first year they took the trophy, and the third year they are in the final. Fonyi first year they were knocked by Gunjuru. Second year, this year they were also defeated by Gunjuru. So I think Fonyi, they are preparing themselves this year, tomorrow to come out and then also pay. I would say it's a revenge fight. It's a revenge game.
Yeah, you look at these two sides. Something really happened in the group stage. They are in the same group. That is Fonyi and Gunjur. They met. Gunjur defeated them 1-0. Again, the same group. Fonyi top Gunjur.
Yeah,
this is something that is really.
Yeah, this is football, and then football is in everywhere. Football have no boundary. Because if you look at Fonyi people, the last time they defeated is it Sanyang in LAMIN?
In LAMIN, okay.
They said they normally eat what's the name of the food? Ekangule.
We call it ekangule. So obviously Fonyi, they have a very good side, because I think we were together at Brikama Box at the time they were playing with Brikama, and then obviously they beat Brikama 2-1. So I don't know who was saying that this team, the way I'm seeing this team, they will play the final, and that's what happened.
Many predicted. Yeah.
Because looking at the team, the quality is there, and then the players, they are so energetic, and then when it comes to physical, they are so physical, and then they are always focused.
They have a mission.
They have a mission to accomplish. So obviously, last time at LAMIN, we have an interview with some of their players. They say that this time they promise the whole of Fonyi. They promise their supporters, their fans, that they will reach to the final, because they have never reached to the final. So this year their mission is to reach the final. So that meaning they have the promise the promise they made
has been accomplished
by them. So obviously, looking at Fonyi currently, since last Wednesday they started camping.
Wow.
Yeah, since last Wednesday they started camping, and then the economic at Fonyi, they are the one funding.
Yeah, the economic, they are always helpful to them.
They are always helpful. Catering and so on and so forth. Since last Wednesday, they have been camping, and they have been spending. They're spending the whole night, the whole day together. So even today, I was following them. They were having their breakfast, and then they are posting. The players are happy. The camp, they are happy. So Gunjuru also the same thing. They are also the champions. So, and then we have to respect them. Fonyi also have to respect them, that they were once.
There is no room for complacency for both of them.
because they were once the West Coast champions, and then this year they are also playing the final. And then looking at Gunjuru, they always have sides. They always have sides. So and then Gunjuru, they defeated Fonyi inside Gunjuru by a goal to nil. So obviously it's not going to be an easy final, because these two teams, they play in the group stage.
And I came to learn the goal scorer for that game also is a native of Fonyi.
Yeah.
The guy is from Fonyi.
Yeah.
And he decided to score for Gunjur against Fonyi.
So that's football. That's the beauty of football. Anytime. That's why this is very important sometimes for a human being to surprise his weapon. Sometimes to hide his weapon to surprise his enemy. Maybe in Fonyi people don't recognize him, but in Gunjuru they recognize him, and then they introduce him to the game, and then he make headlines whereby he beats his own people. So this is what we expect. And then just like yesterday, Manchester against Nottingham Forest, Elanga. Yes, he was the man of the game. 2 assists. Wow.